Welcome back to another tarot-inspired yoga class. If you are following along with the January Tarot Yoga Challenge, we are in our last few practices for the whole month. So if you've done every single practice this month, congratulations for making it this far. If you're just popping in here and there, congrats for doing that as well. I'm glad you're here. Today starts a new week, meaning a new theme, so what better theme to end our month on than celebration? Let's celebrate our big wins, our small wins, any kind of wins that we have. I think it's important to take a moment at the end and just pat ourselves on the back for a while, right? I think it's perfectly fine to take a minute to be excited about what you completed. So today's card is the Star. So this tarot card is here to remind us that we have all the tools we need to succeed. We have done all the hard work to get here. And this card wants you to know that the universe has your back. No matter what, you have done all the work. You've trusted yourself and your body. You've hit those goals head on without any fear. So that is something to celebrate. So just remember that it's okay to take a moment, take a breather, have some fun, and just be proud of yourself for a moment, right? Because the universe wants you to succeed. So today's yoga practice is going to be lots of silly, fun new movements. We're going to be using our blocks today quite a lot, so definitely grab 2 blocks if you've got them. And remember, if you don't have any blocks at your place, then grab 2 heavy books. Maybe grab 2 rectangular objects that you have nearby. You can even grab little like 2-pound weights. That would work just perfectly. Anything you have to add a little bit of weight into your hands. We're gonna do some funky, fun block movements that I learned in my training with Authentic Movements. So if you like this class and want to see more of this kind of yoga, definitely check out Authentic Movements. I love them so much. Stevie, Aaron, and Bianca taught me everything I know. So without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and grab our blocks, and we're just gonna go over one movement before we get started in our flow. Put your blocks in each hand. I like to put the long side along with my hand. As you can see, it kind of fits perfectly. And just balance those in your hands. We're gonna do a move called Don't Drop the Pizza. So this is what we called it in Authentic Movements. Pretend like these 2 blocks are boxes of pizza that you don't want to drop on the ground, because then you lose your delicious pizza. So from here, I'm going to get up on my knees. You can get on your knees or standing, whatever feels comfortable. What we're going to do here is we are going to turn our hands in towards our body, lean forward a bit, and draw the blocks towards your torso and behind you without dropping. So I'll turn this way so you can see how I ended, kind of leaning over, blocks balanced, and then we come back the way we came, towards the body, out in front, sweep the blocks around, and up. So if you dropped your blocks at any point in there, don't worry, this takes some practice. Let's do it again, starting overhead this time. We're going to bend the elbows, send the blocks out and forward. You can always lean forward and back to help you balance. Draw the blocks towards each other, towards the torso, lean forward, and send the blocks back behind you. Now, coming back the same way we came. Bend the elbows, draw the blocks in towards the body, forward, sweep them out, back, and up. So this movement is called Don't Drop the Pizza. We'll be adding that into our flow. The next move, we're going to do it in a tabletop position. Just grab one of your blocks this time. Meeting in tabletop. We are going to grab one block, place it, the one corner at the top edge of the thigh, right underneath the butt cheeks. And then the other corner, we're going to grasp with our heel. So this takes some time to get it into the right position, and we're squeezing the heel towards the thigh to keep that block in place. This definitely fires up your hamstrings a lot more than we're used to in yoga. So it's a perfect thing to practice, right? So we're just going to practice moving our leg around with this block, grasp between the thigh and the heel. So from our tabletop, neutral pelvis here, claw the ground with the fingertips. Just slowly lift that right knee up off the mat. See how that feels? Lower back down and lift it back up. Lower back down and lift up. I'm already feeling it in my hamstring. This time, open it out to the side and close. Open to the side, close. Open to the side, close. Great job. Go ahead and grab that block. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Activate those hamstrings. So, right underneath the butt cheek in one corner and pressing the heel into the other corner. Take a moment to feel super stable with your block, squeezing the heel towards the thigh. Tabletop position, neutral pelvis, claw the ground with the fingertips. Slowly lift the left knee. Ooh, and lower. Slowly lift. Lower. Lift. I'm shaking. And lower. This time, open out to the side and lower. Open to the side and lower. Open to the side and lower. Grab your block. Place it up front. Ooh, sit back on the heels. Let go of those hamstrings for a little bit. It's definitely a lot more difficult for me on my left side. So if you feel a little imbalance, one hamstring stronger than the other, don't worry, we've all been there. So let's go ahead and get into position. So tabletop position, tuck the toes, send the hips up and back for our first downward facing dog of the day. Paddle out the feet. Sway the hips side to side. Any little micro movements to help get you comfortable in your first downward facing dog of the day. Settle your movements. Gaze forward at the hands. Step or hop forward to forward fold at the front of the mat. Feel free to bend your knees as much as you'd like. Maybe grab opposite elbows, sway side to side in a ragdoll. Letting the weight of the torso just drape over the thighs. Lower the hands. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Press the palms together. And exhale, arms by the sides. All right, let's get into our main flow. Grab both of your blocks in each hand. We are going to hold these blocks for the entire flow. So if you've got cork blocks like me, this might be a little difficult. These are a little heavier. If you've got foam blocks, maybe this will be a little easier. It totally depends on the weight of your objects. So keep that in mind as we go through this flow. But we're just here to have some fun, right? So whether we do perfectly or not, whether we drop the blocks or not, who cares? Let's just try out something new for fun. So starting in Tadasana at the top of our mat, blocks in each hand. Hold on to the long side of your block. Inhale, sweep the blocks overhead. Press the blocks together, in towards the center. Exhale, draw the blocks down through the center and onto the mat. Forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway, lengthen the spine. Keeping your blocks on the second setting, step the feet back to downward facing dog with blocks under each hand. Feel free to move your blocks around, make it more comfortable for you as we go. Inhale, right foot up and back, toes point down. Exhale, draw knee to nose and step forward, landing in a high lunge. So moving the feet out onto train tracks. We're up on the ball of the left foot. Right knee is bent. Inhale, grab your blocks, sweep them up overhead. Press them together overhead, towards the center. And lower the blocks down in front of you. Keep pressing them together. Inhale. Exhale, separate your blocks, sweep them back behind you, and touch whatever edges you can back behind the back. Inhale, sweep it in front. Press the blocks together. Exhale, sweep it behind. Blocks together, whatever figuration you can. One more time. Touch the blocks in front and touch the blocks behind. Great job. Sweep the blocks out in front. Reconfigure them so we're balancing on the hands. Here comes our don't drop the pizza moment. So let's do it together. Inhale, blocks up overhead. Exhale, bend the elbows, sweep the blocks out and forward. Exhale, blocks towards each other. Lean forward, sweep it towards the torso, and extend back behind you. Let's go back the same way we came. Draw the blocks in, sweep them out, draw the blocks out, and up. One more time, both directions. Inhale, sweep them out, forward. Exhale, sweep them in and back. One more time. In, sweep forward, out, sweep up. Great job. Lower your blocks in front of you. Grab the short edges with your hands and open up to the left for star pose. We are doing the tarot card, the star today. Gotta fit in the star pose. From here, place your blocks right at your hip crease. Fold forward. Lower the hands to the mat. Wide-legged forward fold. Take a breath here. Squeeze the blocks with your belly, your thighs. Feel free to bend the knees here if that feels better and more secure. Inhale, lift up halfway. Grab the block in your left hip crease. Keep the right one where it is. Turn the right toes forward, bend the right knee, and sweep the left block up overhead. Side angle pose. The block is still in our right hip crease. Inhale. Exhale, grab your right block. Press the blocks away for warrior two. Nice. Coming back to high lunge, lift up onto the ball of the back foot, facing forward, blocks overhead. We're going to lean forward and then hop back, right knee in towards the chest. Now, here's where it gets a little interesting, a little more balancing this time. We're going to take the block in our right hand, place it underneath the butt cheek, and squeeze with the right heel. The left block placed between the hands in a prayer position. Bend through the standing leg. This will help you balance. Inhale, stand up tall. Exhale, like a seesaw, bow forward and sweep up. Two more times. Seesaw forward and back up. Once more. Seesaw forward. And back up. Oh boy, I'm feeling it. Grab your block in the left hand. Grab your block in your right hand. Keep the right knee lifted. Place the right block in your right hip crease. Place your hands on the short edge of the other block. Press it up overhead. Kick forward and in. Kick forward, in. Kick forward, in. Slowly draw all the way down. Forward fold, grab both blocks. Place them down on the mat under your hands on level 2. Walk your blocks forward, meeting in our downward facing dog. Take a deep inhale in and deep inhale out. Gaze forward at the hands. Bend through both knees. Step or hop forward to forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Grab your blocks, sweep them up overhead. Press the blocks together. And exhale, blocks by the sides. Tadasana. Great job. I know that was a little out of the ordinary, but it's kind of fun to add in props to change up your practice a little bit. So we're making these familiar poses a little unfamiliar for our body to change it up and have some fun. Let's do that again on the other side, and then we'll try it once more, maybe a little faster, just to move in a flow. So meet at the front in Tadasana. Inhale, sweep the blocks up, press them together overhead. Exhale, fold forward, blocks on the mat, and the second setting. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, plant the hands on the blocks, step back, downward facing dog, readjust as necessary. Inhale, left foot up and back, toes point down. Exhale, draw knee to nose, step forward for high lunge. So we're up on the ball of the right foot, bending into the left knee. Move the feet out onto train tracks, make some room for your hips. Grab your blocks, sweep them up overhead. Press the long sides of the block together. From here, draw the blocks down in front of you, still pressing them together. Inhale. Exhale, separate the blocks, draw them back behind, and press them together in any configuration. Inhale, sweep them front, press together. Exhale, sweep behind, and press. One more time. Inhale, front, press. Exhale, back, press. Nice job. Sweep it out in front. Reconfigure the blocks so the short edge is balancing on our hands like little pizzas. Ready for our don't drop the pizza moment. Here we go. Start with blocks overhead. Inhale, bend the elbows, sweep it out and forward. Exhale, draw them together towards the torso, lean forward, send them back. Back the way we came. Inhale, towards the torso, forward. Exhale, away from each other, and up. One more time, both ways. Inhale, bend the elbows, sweep them out, forward. Exhale, lean forward, draw them towards the torso, and back. Inhale, draw towards the torso, forward. Exhale, sweep them out, and up. Nice job. Grab the long edges of your blocks overhead. Turn towards the right. Star pose for the Star Tarot card. Inhale. Exhale, blocks at the hip creases. Fold forward over the legs. Wide-legged forward fold. Bend the knees as much as feels good here. Pressing the blocks between the belly and the upper thighs. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, keep the left block where it is. Grab your right block. Turn the left toes forward, bend the left knee, and sweep the right block up and overhead. The left block is still in our left hip crease for side angle pose. Inhale. Exhale, grab the left block, meeting in warrior two, block in each hand. Swivel forward, high lunge, lean forward, lean back on the right leg, draw the left knee in. Here comes these dreaded hamstring movements. So, left block underneath the left butt cheek and press the left heel into the other edge of the block, holding it there. The other block is just pressed between the hands in a prayer position. Inhale, standing up tall. Exhale like a seesaw. Bow forward. Inhale, lift. Two more. Bow down. And lift. One more time, you got it. Bow down. And lift. Grab that block. Place it in your left hip crease. Hold it there. Place the hands on the short side of the block. Press them together overhead. Kick forward and draw in. Kick forward, draw in. Kick forward, draw in. Block towards heart center. Slowly lower back down to the mat. Both blocks under the hands on the second setting in standing forward fold. Walk the blocks forward into downward facing dog. Deep inhale here. And deep exhale. Inhale, gaze forward. Bend through both knees. Step or hop forward to forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, grab your blocks, sweep them up overhead. Press them together. And exhale, blocks by the sides. Nice job, everyone. We made it through the first round. I think there's enough time. We can do each side one more time. A little less repetition. Now that we've gotten used to it, we'll move in more of a flow style pace. So, grab a drink of water if you need it. Shake it out a little bit. Pause to take a breath, whatever you need to do. Keep this fun and light. We're not trying to be perfect. We're trying to celebrate and have a little fun. So, when you're ready, meeting in Tadasana at the top of the mat, block in each hand. Inhale, sweep up, press the blocks together. Exhale, fold, blocks on the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back, downward dog. Inhale, right foot up and back. Exhale, knee to nose, high lunge. Inhale, sweep it up, blocks together. Blocks in front of you. We'll do this one time. Inhale. Exhale, block touch behind. Inhale, blocks in front. Beautiful. Reconfigure. Don't drop the pizza hands. Up overhead. One time each way. Inhale, sweep out. Forward. Exhale, sweep in and back. Exhale, sweep in and forward. Exhale, sweep out and up. Great job. Grab the long edges, draw them up, open to the left, star pose. Blocks and hip creases, fold forward. Inhale, lift up halfway, grab the left block, open to side angle, left block up overhead. Inhale. Exhale, grab both blocks. Warrior two. Swivel forward. High lunge. Lean forward. Lean back. Draw the right knee in. Block in the right hip crease. Oh, no, I skipped something. I skipped the part I hate. Block between the upper thigh and the right heel. Prayer hands. Let's do this one 3 times since I hate it so much. Inhale, stand up straight. Exhale, seesaw. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bow. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bow. Inhale, lift. Grab that block, place it in the hip crease, other block overhead. 3 kicks. Kick, 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 bow forward, both blocks on the mat. Walk the blocks, downward dog. Meet in downward dog. Gaze forward at the hands, bend the knees, step, hop forward, halfway lift, exhale, fold. Inhale, grab the blocks, sweep them up, press together. Exhale, arms by the sides. All right, we got this in us. One more time on the left side. Take a deep breath. And exhale. Know that you have all the tools you need and the universe has your back. All right, let's do it. Sweep the blocks up, press together. Exhale, fold. Blocks on the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step back. Downward dog. Inhale, left foot up and back. Exhale, knee to nose, step forward, high lunge. Inhale, sweep the blocks overhead, press together. Lower in front of you. 1 time each way. Inhale. Exhale, touch the blocks behind. Inhale, touch the blocks in front. Don't drop the pizza. Pizza position. Start overhead. Inhale. Bend the elbows, sweep them out and forward. Exhale, sweep them towards the torso. Extend back. Inhale, towards the torso. Forward. Exhale, sweep them out and up. Great job. Grab the long edges, draw them up. Open up to the right, star pose. Exhale, blocks on the hip creases. Fold forward. Wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Grab the right block. Sweep the right block overhead. Side angle pose. Left block in left hip crease. Inhale. Exhale, grab both blocks. Draw them out. Warrior 2. Sweep forward. High lunge. Lean forward. Lean back. Draw the left knee in. Oh, the dreaded seesaws. Here we go. We're going to do it 3 times. So block on the upper thigh, squeezing in with the left heel, prayer hands on the other block. Inhale, stand up straight. Exhale, seesaw forward. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bow. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bow. One more time, we got it. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bow. Woo. Inhale, lift. Grab your block. Place it on the left hip crease. Hands overhead. Kick 3 times. Kick, kick, kick. Slowly bow forward. Both hands on the blocks in a forward fold. Walk the blocks forward, meeting in downward facing dog. Inhale here and exhale. Inhale, gaze forward at the hands. Bend through both knees. Step or hop forward, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold over the legs. Grab your blocks. Inhale, sweep them up and overhead. Press together. And exhale, arms by the sides. Tadasana. Great job, everyone. We made it through the main flow. I know it was a very challenging one, so Give yourself a pat on the back for making it through this class. Ooh, I think I'm ready to cool down. I don't know about you. I'm very sweaty right now. So let's widen out the feet. We're just going to sit through a yogi squat. So keeping blocks in hand, bend through both knees, sit the hips nice and low. Lower the blocks somewhere where you can have access to them. One hand behind you, and sit down on the mat. Lower down onto the mat, all the way down. Ooh, and just breathe. Both knees bent, feet planted on the mat. Take a moment to reset. And grab one block, continuing with our block usage. We're going to do a nice supported bridge. This one always feels super grounding to me, especially after a tough practice. So, in bridge position, press into the feet, lift the hips just enough to take your block either on the first setting or the second setting. Place it right underneath the sacrum, right under the hips. Feel free to wiggle around a little bit to find the most comfortable position, and let the weight of your hips just sink into the block. You can place hands on the belly or just flop them out to the sides. Close your eyes. Just take a moment to feel grounded into the block, into the earth. Just notice which parts of you are being supported by the ground and the block. And just feel comforted and know that the universe has your back. The universe is rooting for you no matter what your goals are. The universe wants you to succeed. Slowly open the eyes. We're going to do a little bit more with the hips on the block. You can, of course, stay here if this feels really good right now. You're feeling super grounded, want to stay here a bit. Otherwise, we're going to do a little hip flexor stretch. So extend the left leg long and draw the right knee in towards the chest. Basket the hands around them. Now think about pressing out through the ball of the left foot and drawing the right knee as close as you can to the body. So drawing the left foot and the right knee in opposite directions. Maybe you can start to feel a stretch in the front of the left hip flexor. If not, that's perfectly fine. You're still getting the stretch. The left foot can lift up off the ground like mine, or you can keep the heel grounded, totally up to you. I feel like I get a better stretch if I'm pressing out through the left ball of the foot, forward, rather than down. But to each their own. Just drawing the left foot and the right knee away from each other. Very nice. Slowly bend the left knee, plant the left foot, and we'll switch out the legs. So right leg extends, draw the left knee in, press out through the ball of the right foot, and draw the left knee as close as you can towards the body. Maybe even out towards the left a little bit, depending on what works for your anatomy. We're just drawing the right ball of the foot and the left knee in opposite directions. Maybe you'll get a stretch through the front of the right hip flexor. Just see how it feels. Right foot can be floating like mine or grounded on the mat. Either way, just enjoy the stretch. Slowly plant the right foot, plant the left foot, readjust your block as you'd like. We're going to lift the feet up into the sky. You can keep the hips on the block or not. I like to use it just to lift my hips a little bit. So all four limbs up into the sky for dead bug pose with our hips elevated. Roll through the ankles and the wrists. Our limbs are not super engaged here. We just want to send them up into the sky, give them a little bit of a different perspective, even just for a moment. Sometimes it can just feel nice to have the hips a little bit higher than the head. Slowly lowering the knees, planting both feet, press into the feet, lift up off the block, and draw your block out to the side. Very nice work, everyone. We are going to go ahead and set up for our final resting pose of Shavasana. So grab any blocks you need. Doesn't have to be blocks this time. Maybe a pillow for your head, a bolster under the knees, or nothing at all. Just let the limbs flop out to the side. Zero muscular engagement here. Enjoying the fruits of your labor because you have worked so hard this month, first month of January, and you deserve a nice rest and a moment of recognition. Whatever you've worked on this month, just remember the universe has your back. Close the eyes. Slowly let the breath settle. Relax into the floor. Feel free to stay here in your Shavasana for as long as you'd like today. I want to thank you for joining me today for another tarot-inspired yoga class. Thank you for being here with me, sharing this beautiful practice with me. And I will see you next time for our final practice of January 2023. Bye, friends.